It truly is because I mean, you said, I mean, there's not a lot out there for, there is like the fixed wing programs, being a pilot, go to American Airlines, whatever the case may be, right? But when you were talking about it, of for rotor pilots, no programs existing where, okay, they can go get their license, but then there's, you got to struggle to find the job that you want and, the opportunities and all that kind of stuff. For you to create a program for people to be trained and have by the best, right? Because let's face it, you have a high set of standards coming out of the Marine Corps, and you know that Marine is coming out in you when you make sure that they have the opportunities that they need, and you have the best pilots for them or instructors for them.
Yeah. And mentors, like I think it's so important to have like somebody that's like almost like advocating for you, and they're mentoring you, and they're like, no, listen, like these are laid out in front of you. Like these are all the things that you can do or not. And then one thing I totally forgot to mention till you just said that was, um, I'm also I am going to put together, like a military to civilian program. They have vertical aviation does something like an hour long class or something at Verticon every year, but it's like what I really want to do is talking to military pilots. Is like, going from military to civilian, your logbooks have to get transferred over. You got to get a different medical. You got to, if you're like only thing you ever flew was a CH-53 Echo, and then you got out and you have all this time, but you're like, I want to go fly EMS, but I don't have any. I've never flown a long ranger. I've never flown a bell. I've never flown anything but this. Like, how do I go here? But I have all this time, you know? And
Right.
so what I'm working on is, and I'm going to get Vertical Aviation International to help me, is the best way. And then talking to the companies is, if I have a military pilot and he has this amount of hours or whatever, how do I get him to you where he's qualified and you're happy with what he needs? Like, how many hours of transition do we need to do? And like, what does that look like for this? Like, cause each company I think is going to be different, but the point is like, I care and I want to do that for them.